The history of journalism in Brazil dates back to the early colonial period. Here is an overview of the key milestones and developments in the history of journalism in Brazil.
Colonial era 1500 to 1822. The first recorded newspaper in Brazil was the Gazeta do Rio de Janeiro, founded on September 10, 1808, by the Portuguese royal court. It primarily served as a government mouthpiece and covered news from Europe. During this period, journalism was controlled and censored by the Portuguese crown. Independence and Empire 1822 to 1889. With Brazil's independence from Portugal in 1822, there was a growing demand for independent journalism. Newspapers like O Espelho, O Conciliador, and O Correio Braziliense emerged, expressing different political perspectives. The Diário do Rio de Janeiro, founded in 1827, became a prominent newspaper known for its criticism of the monarchy. Republic and Modernization 1889 to 1945. The proclamation of the Brazilian Republic in 1889 brought about significant changes in journalism. Newspapers played a crucial role in political debates and the dissemination of ideas. A Gazeta de Notícias, founded in 1875, became a leading newspaper during this period. The era witnessed the rise of influential journalists like Rui Barbosa and Euclides da Cunha. The Vargas era 1930 to 1945, Getúlio Vargas's presidency. From 1930 to 1945 marked a period of authoritarianism in Brazil. Press freedom was curtailed, and journalists faced censorship. However, underground publications and resistance movements emerged, attempting to provide alternative news sources. Military dictatorship 1964 to 1985. The military coup in 1964 led to a long period of censorship and repression. The press was heavily controlled, and many journalists were imprisoned or exiled. Newspapers like O Estado de São Paulo and Folha de São Paulo became important voices of resistance during post-dictatorship and digital age 1985 present. With the end of the military dictatorship in 1985, Brazil experienced a period of democratic transition. Journalism flourished, and numerous media outlets emerged. The advent of the internet and digital technologies in the late 20th century transformed the media landscape, leading to the rise of online journalism, blogs, and social media platforms. Today, Brazil has a diverse media landscape with numerous newspapers, magazines, TV channels, radio stations, and online platforms. However, challenges such as political polarization, threats to press freedom, and the spread of misinformation continue to shape the Brazilian journalism industry. It's important to note that this is a brief overview of the history of journalism in Brazil, and there are many more nuances, influential figures, and events that have shaped the field over the years.